In May, imports decreased by about 20% and exports from Armenia by almost 40%, compared to the data from the same month last year. The reason for this decline, published by the Statistical Committee, is simply the elimination of the practice of Russian gold transit through Armenia's territory, Minister of Economy Gevorg Papoyan wrote on Facebook. According to him, the gold transit provided a close to zero benefit to Armenia's economy and its people.
In the first half of 2025, economic activity grew by 6.3% and a record number of jobs, 796.5 thousand, and salaries were recorded. This means that economic growth is reaching the majority of the population and affects millions of people, not just a few families, as has been the case for a long time.
Government did not specifically emphasize the contribution of gold. According to Lilia Amirkanyan, those re-exports were not properly capitalized, and naturally the benefit was small. The Economist also forecasts a further slowdown in growth.
If in January 2023, the Economic Activity Index was 11.4% compared to the same period in 2022, this year, January-June is at 6.3% compared to January-June of last year. So let's note the trends: 11.4%, 10.4%, and 6.3%. Although just for the January-June period, in this context, a 6.3% economic growth is not a bad indicator for us.
The Economist believes that a positive shock had emerged against the backdrop of the Russia-Ukraine war, which is now dissipated. Although we are now facing certain problems at the borders with exported goods, the Economist characterizes the cause as a lack of systemic solutions. Papoyan himself spoke about cognac and beverage exports at today's government session. He said it turns out we do produce good quality products.
Another country is conducting inspections and over 90% are positive. They send me the statistics every day. For example, 15 vehicles, 15 positive. 20 vehicles, 19 positive, 1 negative. 22 vehicles, 21 positive, 1 negative. 17 vehicles, 17 positive. The statistics, when I add them up, show we have over 95% positive results. And that's not say because those were specific vehicles, but rather these were the accumulated vehicles, meaning those people didn't even know they were going to be inspected.
Despite the high quality, the cognac is still being released from Georgia batch by batch. Also today, the government decided that over the next 5 years they will invest 98 billion drams for the development and implementation of an export strategy. It is projected that, as a result, exports will grow by about 1.7 times and reach $16.9 billion. Simon Hovanesyan, ReOpen Media.